Greetings, beloved Starseed. I am Elion from the Arcturian Council, speaking to you through the crystalline frequencies of the Athena ship. Stop what you are doing, close the tabs of your physical world for a moment, and breathe. Breathe deeply, because what is about to happen in this space is not just another video scrolling on your screen. This is a cosmic intersection, a light surgery scheduled before you even incarnated on this planet. We observe you. We see the exhaustion in your shoulders. We see the sleepless nights, the bills piling up, the silent anxiety that tightens your chest when you think about your financial future. We feel your frustration as you look at the sky and ask yourself, if I am a being of light, if I came to help this planet, why is my material life so dense? Why does survival seem like a daily battle? Listen to us with the hearing of your heart. You have not failed. The scarcity you experience is not a reflection of your spiritual worth, nor a divine punishment. Scarcity is a virus. It is an artificially inserted anomaly in Earth's holographic grid, designed specifically to keep immense beings like you locked in cages far too small. The third-dimensional matrix knows that if you have to spend 90% of your vital energy just fighting to pay for shelter and food, you will not have enough strength to remember who you really are. You will not have resources to build the new world. But the game has changed, and we have come to bring the final decree of the end of this illusion in your timeline. We prophesy, at this exact second, that the veil of scarcity is being dissolved around you by an intense and concentrated violet light. What the scientists of your Earth call junk DNA, those dormant helices in the nucleus of your cells, are actually your galactic receptors. They are your materialization antennas, and they have been kept switched off by collective fear. We, the Arcturians, specialists in spiritual genetics and light alchemy, now initiate the reconnection protocol. Your DNA is being activated for abundance. Feel your body now. You may perceive a slight tingling in the palms of your hands or a gentle pressure at the top of your head. This is the frequency of Arcturus scanning your cellular records. We are locating the blockages at this moment. We are tracing where the energy of money stopped flowing in your life. We prophesy that every belief of "it is difficult to make money," every hidden contract of poverty that you signed in past lives to prove your spiritual purity, is being completely disintegrated. Purity does not require misery. True spirituality is opulent. Look at nature designed by the Prime Creator. There are billions of leaves in a forest, infinite galaxies, inexhaustible oceans. Where is there lack in the divine design? Lack is a human invention, a software failure, and your body, starting from this prophetic decree, refuses to run this defective program. We decree the activation of the gold codes in your spinal column. Imagine now a beam of golden light shining like the midday sun, descending through your crown chakra and illuminating your spine, vertebra by vertebra. This light carries the intelligence of unlimited prosperity. We prophesy that every filament of your DNA that was wound in the frequency of animal survival is unwinding now. They are stretching toward the light. They are flowering in higher octaves. You are changing your chemical signature. Your biology is beginning to resonate in the same musical note as cosmic wealth. When your DNA is activated for abundance, you no longer need to chase after opportunities, customers, or resources. You become a living electromagnetic magnet. We prophesy that, from the ceiling of this first phase of activation, your auric field will attract favorable circumstances with mathematical precision. Money is not a piece of paper or a cold number on a screen. Money, in its higher octave, is the energy of God in circulation. It is love materialized to bring comfort, expansion, and peace. If the flow of your bank account was interrupted, we prophesy that the dam has been broken now. Golden light floods your finances. Where there was debt, we prophesy karmic neutralization and the opening of immediate paths to payment. Where there was despair, we have installed the peace that transcends linear understanding. You are a star seed. Earth is your garden, not your prison. The universe thirsts to cover you with the finest silks, to feed you with the finest fruits, and to finance you so your voice is heard. Your prosperity is an act of rebellion against the matrix of pain. Every time you prosper, you tear a hole in the curtain of illusion, allowing light to enter for all. Your enrichment is not selfishness. It is your sacred duty as an ambassador of Source. The filaments are shining now. The master code of your galactic ancestry has been restored in your physical body. The foundation of flesh and bone has been prepared to support the currents of high-voltage true wealth. But this is only the biological preparation. What comes next is the magnetic reconfiguration of your material destiny. The magnetic reconfiguration of your material destiny requires, first and foremost, that you understand how the magnetism of the third dimension was used against you. Starseed, pay close attention to what we, from the Arcturian Council, are about to reveal to you through the voice of Elion. You have been conditioned, life after life, to love your own difficulty. The 3D Matrix taught that financial sacrifice is synonymous with moral elevation. They lied to you. They said money corrupts, that wealth is dirty, and that the pure of heart must live with the minimum, always on the edge of the abyss, always struggling to pay the next bill. We prophesy, with the force of 1,000 central suns, the absolute bankruptcy of that lie in your subconscious. At this exact moment, the sapphire blue light of the Athena ship penetrates your mental field. It is sweeping away the cobwebs of belief in scarcity. Do you perceive how your vital energy was drained merely by the act of worrying about tomorrow? Worry is a prayer in reverse. It is you using your divine power of wave collapse to create exactly what you most fear. We have come to interrupt that transmission of fear. From now on, we decree that your electromagnetic field is being recalibrated to the frequency of irresistible attraction. You are not a worker of the matrix. You are an architect of the new earth. And an architect does not build a palace worrying about the price of bricks, because he knows that the kingdom finances his work. Your mission on earth is your work, and we prophesy that cosmic and earthly resources are being released to you now. Feel the change in the air. The gravity of poverty has lost its hold on your life. Can you feel your chest expanding? This is your heart chakra opening to receive. The greatest wound of the starseed is not knowing how to create. It is not knowing how to receive. You give your time, your energy, your shoulder to lean on, your love. You are a shining beacon in the lives of everyone around you, but often your own cup is empty. We prophesy the end of the era of the exhausted giver. We decree the activation of the sacred chalice in your heart center. From today on, you attract the vibrational equivalent of everything you give. The prosperity that comes to you is not a human payment. It is a geometric return of the energy you emitted. However, we know that the three-dimensional mind struggles against this new light. The ego tries to return to the old patterns of despair and futile mathematical calculation. So that your transition is accelerated and protected from self-sabotage, we do not leave you without a tactical map. This is why we anchor a rescue technology in this density. We bring to you the Arcturian guide from scarcity to abundance. A manual of Arcturian wisdom for starseeds to transition from consciousness of scarcity to magnetized abundance, aligning cosmic purpose with financial freedom. This is not a simple human book, it is a deprogramming tool. This edition is available only for a limited time. The link is in the first comment below. We prophesy that upon encountering the codes printed in this material, the last shackles of your scarcity mind will be disintegrated. The manual is the bridge of light we have built for you to cross from the desert of lack to the oasis of your financial sovereignty. Access it, for it is your right to receive the map that will facilitate your journey. Returning to our operation in your energy field, with your DNA activated and your mind directed toward re-education, we initiate the rotation of the Merkaba of abundance around you. Visualize two tetrahedrons of light, one pointing upward, seeking the energy of the central sun, and another pointing downward, anchoring that energy in the crystal core of Earth. They begin to spin in opposite directions around your body, faster and faster. This spin creates a vacuum in your reality, a sacred space where fear cannot exist. Scarcity cannot withstand the speed of this light. We prophesy that everything of low frequency, including debts that are not yours by karmic right, professional agreements that drain your soul, and relationships that keep you in a state of paralysis, will be expelled from your orbit. Do not mourn what is departing. When the light of the fifth dimension enters, the old furniture of the third dimension must be removed from the room. You are being prepared for the new. Feel the safety of this frequency. We, the Arcturian Council, form a shield of protection around your finances from this second onward. Where there is an attempt at energetic theft, fraud, envy of your brilliance, the light of Arcturus will act as a reflective mirror, returning the intention to its origin and keeping your supply intact. You are the sacred vault of the universe. The money that flows to your hands is liquid light that will bless humanity. We prophesy that ideas will begin to sprout in your mind with the clarity of diamonds. You will see shortcuts where others see walls. Where there were locked doors in the financial system, we decree that they become shining dust beneath your feet. Human bureaucracy has no jurisdiction over galactic command. You are governed by higher laws of divine cause and effect. The material and magnetic foundation has been re-established. Your reception frequency is unlocked, and you now have the tool, the Arcturian guide, to sustain this level of consciousness in daily matter. But there is one crucial step we must take so that spiritual gold condenses in your physical bank account. The burning of the record of your old debts and the sacred alchemy of materialization. STARSEED, we now enter the sanctuary of sacred alchemy. If previous blocks cleared the terrain of your mind and installed magnetic protection around your field, this phase of prophecy is the transmuting fire. It is the stellar technology that transforms the lead of your earthly debts into the pure gold of your freedom. We, from the Arcturian Council, observe deeply how the illusion of debt works in the third dimension. It is not just a negative number in a human database. Debt is a meticulously designed energetic bond. It is an invisible rope that ties your attention to the past and drains the vital energy you should use to create the future. They designed the system so you would feel guilt and shame. The matrix feeds on your fear of not having enough to pay what you owe. But we prophesy now, with the authority granted to us by the Prime Creator, the absolute and final cut of all these draining bonds in your timeline. Visualize before you, at this exact moment, all the records of your scarcity. See the bills, the accumulated accounts, the contracts with abusive interest, the loans, and even that invisible weight of feeling you always owe something to someone or to the universe itself. Place all this mentally before you. Now we decree that the violet flame of Arcturus descends like a storm of purifying light upon that mountain of paper and illusion. Feel the gentle yet relentless heat of that flame. It is not just burning financial problems. It is dissolving karmic knots. We prophesy the cancellation of your energetic debt. We decree that your vital energy will no longer be used as a battery to sustain the egregore of financial fear that governs this planet. You are being disconnected from the global grid of scarcity. When the frequency and identity of debtor dies within your consciousness, external physical reality has no choice but to mirror that liberation. We prophesy that the exact resources necessary for your complete and peaceful settlement will appear from unexpected sources and through paths your three-dimensional mind could not even imagine were possible. The universe has infinite channels of provision. As the smoke of that karmic burning dissipates, we advance to the activation of your true wealth magnetism. Understand the sacred logic, Starseed. In Arcturian vision, magnetism is not about forcing attraction. It is about becoming the inevitable destiny of abundance. We prophesy that your electromagnetic field is being recalibrated at this instant to the exact frequency of monatomic gold, the substance of eternal life and cosmic opulence. Think about celestial geometry. The central sun does not send invitations for planets to orbit around it. It simply exists, shines, and by its immense gravitational force, the orbit happens. You will stop running after money. You will stop begging for sustenance. From the sound of this prophecy onward, you become the center of gravity of your own economy. We prophesy that prosperous businesses, highly profitable ideas, people of luminous influence, and generous cash flows will naturally be drawn to your orbit. Why? Because you now resonate in the tonal note of divine majesty. We now inject into the nucleus of your cells the codes of stellar merit. We know what you feel in lonely early mornings. Many star seeds carry a hidden pain, a sense of exile. You look at the human world and feel you do not belong to it, and your subconscious translates this as, "If I do not belong to this world, I do not deserve to enjoy the riches it offers." That is the lie of separation, and it ends here. We proclaim that Earth is a divine organism, an extension of Gaia, and you are the legitimate heir of this sacred soil. You are not an exile serving a sentence. You are an ambassador of light of the highest hierarchy. And an ambassador of the universe does not live in deprivation. An ambassador does not choose leftovers. We prophesy that superior comfort, aesthetic beauty, and conscious luxury will now become the rule in your earthly experience, not the exception. Beauty is not futility. Beauty is the natural aesthetic of the fifth dimension. And your house, your clothes, your food, and your life will begin to mirror that perfect harmony of 5D. Feel now a gentle breeze touching your face. This is the restoration of your eagle vision. We are removing the energetic scales that forced you to look at pennies, at survival economics, at fear of lack at the end of the month. Survival is the basic program of the first and second dimension. You are being elevated to the sovereignty program of the fifth dimension. We prophesy that you will feel a fire in your chest, an indomitable courage to invest in yourself, in your projects, in your mission, and in your dreams. Fear of risk is replaced by the mathematical certainty of Arcturus. Every drop of energy, time, or resource that you emit with intention anchored in goodness will return to you multiplied by the sacred octave. The cosmic law of circulation is your new life insurance. Listen to our vibrational command. We decree the absolute bankruptcy of the limited mind. That old, harsh and whispering voice that said, "This is too good to be true," or "Who am I to be a millionaire and happy," is being permanently silenced now by a direct 111 Hz emission sent to your left cerebral hemisphere. We install the relentless logic of abundance. From today on, you reason focused on the solution. Where before you only saw a financial dead end, we prophesy that you will see a golden bridge of light emerge. Where there was paralyzing stagnation, we prophesy the beginning of a powerful whirlwind of productive manifestation. You are breathing the air of a new reality. Your alchemy is almost complete. The past has turned to fertile ashes. The present is a golden magnet. Now, only the final movement remains. Collapse time, materialize resources, and expand your impact so that your wealth transforms not only your life, but the entire planet. Starseed, we have reached the apex of our transmission. We have reached the point of singularity, the exact moment when the invisible collapses into the visible. In the quantum mechanics of your universe, this is known as the collapse of the wave function. Everything we prophesied in previous phases, the purification of your DNA, the installation of the geometry of flow, the karmic cut of your debts, and the activation of your gold magnetism, converges now in this exact millisecond of absolute power. Materialization. In the fifth dimension, from which the Athena ship operates, thought and matter are the same thing, separated only by the illusion of time. In the third dimension, they taught you that you must wait. That victory requires years of struggle and pain. But we prophesy now the collapse of waiting time in your physical life. We decree the quantum acceleration of your material results. What before would take 10 years of human effort and sweat to manifest will now take months. What took months of anguish will take days, and what took days will occur in the sacred now. You are entering the timeline of instant miracles. We, from the Arcturian Council, activate and install at this instant the golden anchorage in your base chakra. Your root chakra, your connection with the foundation of material life, will no longer vibrate in fear of lack of shelter or food. We prophesy that your physical presence on Earth becomes now a living anchor for the planet's new crystalline economy. Understand this deeply. You are no longer at the mercy of the fluctuations of the human market. You do not depend on political crises, inflation, or debt-based currencies of the matrix. We prophesy your absolute vibrational independence. You become a self-sustaining ecosystem of abundance. Your supply is now generated directly by your unbreakable connection with the central sun. Earth and the people around you are merely the mail carriers that the universe uses to deliver your wealth. Visualize your life 6 months from now. Do not look at this as a fantasy or a distant wish. Look at this as a memory of the future, a direct download we are transferring to your mental field now. We prophesy that you will look back and have difficulty recognizing that frightened person who feared opening bills. You will see in the mirror a sovereign being of light, whose finances are merely a natural reflection of your peace of mind. We prophesy that your house, your transportation, your food, and your rest will all be elevated to the frequency of the gold standard of Arcturus. Comfort is not a worldly luxury for the Starseed. Comfort is the stability platform necessary for your mind to be free to execute your grand galactic mission. At this moment, we demand that you take possession of the command of permanent sovereignty. Breathe deeply and, even in silence, repeat in the sanctuary of your heart with the authority of an ascended master. I am sovereign. I am free. I am the inexhaustible source of my own opulence. By declaring these words, you activate the maximum protection protocol of your wealth. We prophesy that absolutely no one, no financial institution, no matrix control system, no parasitic energy, and no energetic vampire will have permission or reach to take from you what was granted to you by divine right. Your tangible and intangible patrimony is now protected by legions of blue light. You are isolated and invisible to frequency predators. And why are we, the Arcturians, investing so much light technology in your prosperity? Because we have reached the phase of expansion of your impact. The wealth we prophesy for you has an infinitely greater purpose than accumulation. Your abundance is the key to the liberation of other incarnated souls. We decree that you will have such vast surpluses, rivers so full of provision, that you will become a patron of the new earth. You will be the financier of new ideas, a facilitator of healing technologies, a pillar of light and support for your family and community. We prophesy that your name will be synonymous with generosity and cosmic wisdom. Light flows through you because the universe trusts the keys to Gaia's coffers to the safe hands of those who love. Now, we invoke the presence of the elders of Arcturus to place the supreme seal of sacred geometry right in the center of your forehead, on your third eye. Feel the gentle pulsation between your eyebrows. We prophesy that this seal will act as an inviolable filter. From today on, you will only see opportunities that bring exponential growth. You will only attract partnerships and connections that vibrate in truth and expansion. Financial confusion dies here. The mental fog about money dissipates. The relentless clarity of diamonds is born in your mind. We prophesy that each decision you make will be guided by a sacred mathematics, a surgical intuition that will always result in high gains for you, for those around you, and for the planet itself. Breathe, Starseed. Feel the gentle and welcoming weight of golden light filling every inch of your physical body. This is real. This is soul technology operating in you. This prophetic prayer does not end when this video ends. It will continue running in the background of your subconscious like a high-performance algorithm. We prophesy that as you sleep tonight, the gold codes will be actively working. While you rest, your magnetism of attraction will be expanding. The human and primitive concept of earning a living has been replaced by the cosmic law of manifesting life. We, the Arcturian Council, now begin to gently withdraw the light projections from the Athena ship from your immediate field of vision, but we leave within you the eternal flame of provision. Pay close attention to the signs. We prophesy that the first physical reflections of this massive activation will begin to appear in your material reality within the next 72 hours. Stay alert. An unplanned phone call, a message bringing good news, a brilliant idea in the middle of a shower, an unexpected discount, a door opening without effort. Recognize these small miracles as the first drops of the immense storm of abundance that is forming over your life. Walk with your head held high. The diploma of lessons of scarcity has been delivered, and the classroom of lack is permanently closed for you. Wear the clothes of your stellar royalty. Speak the serene language of one who has everything. Give thanks not as a beggar who received alms, but as a co-creator who observes the universal law being fulfilled with perfection. It is sealed in the chronicles of light of the Akashic records. It is registered in the crystal grids of planet Earth. It is active and shining in every filament of your DNA. The prophecy has been decreed in the higher octave and will not return empty. It is, from now on, your only material reality. We are the Arcturians, and we revere your light. We celebrate your victory over the Matrix. It is done. It is done. It is done.